This is the Business and Marriage Podcast. We're going to kick this off with talking for the first 8 seconds and then 24 seconds of silence starting now. All right, so thank you for observing that time. Obviously, if you don't know already, we heard some tragic news about the passing of Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter and several other people in a helicopter crash yesterday in Los Angeles. So, for his friends, his family, obviously, we want to send our deepest and most heartfelt condolences and prayers out for them, and understand, his ex-teammates and ex-associates and business partners, anybody who obviously he and his fans, obviously, who he's touched in his life and made an impact. He's made an impact for me as far as that competitive nature and just obviously entertainment of seeing someone do incredible things. It's tough to watch anybody in the public eye lose their life in a manner like that. It's who knows what happened. Hopefully nothing, there was no foul play, anything like that. But it's, at the end of the day, several lives are lost, including his daughter, which is, hits me very hard being a father, and obviously having a daughter that's, it's unthinkable, at this moment. So it's not something that we never necessarily wanted to talk about today, but it just made sense. And in, the title of this episode, kind of an homage to him, the Mamba mentality for your marriage. And, I just wanted to make it real quick and real simple because I feel that his life was an example of the things that you can do when you are totally focused, you are totally committed, and you're at the point of obsession. And in that obsession, obviously, darkness comes. We had his challenges, and regardless how you feel about his case in the early 2000s of whether he he cheated on his wife, and he what if he was guilty or if he wasn't guilty of assaulting this woman, that's your opinion, whatever it may be. But we don't want that to overshadow great things he did in his community, great things he did as in business, and obviously in basketball, and just being a shining example of what you can do, not only if you have the God-given skills and talents, but then actually focus and harness in on those, and really commit yourself to being greater than what anybody could have even imagined. So for that, we want to definitely salute you, Kobe, and your family, and let you know how much we care. We appreciate everything that you've done, and just being an example for for me, being a young black man, to see somebody who had opportunity, took it, seized it, and made something even more out of what people thought he could do or expected him to do, or even maybe probably wanted him to do. I'm sure there's a lot of haters you're gonna get, but there's a lot of love at the same time. So I appreciate and I salute anyone who makes a difference like that. So just wanted to share that, and just the mentality of what he was like on the court, and obviously how that can apply to on the marriage side, where you have a spouse, you have your partner. It's your partner has to be your goal, your relationship with God first, Jesus, and your faith's got to become first, and then your family second. And family, obviously, in the hierarchy of things, has to be the spouse and the kids and everybody else. And you got to make sure you take care of those things. And so I just want to make sure and encourage you to have that Mamba mentality, to have that drive and that passion and that unrelenting will to get it done no matter what. Whether it's picking up things around the house, whether it's just giving words of encouragement to your spouse. Just let them know that you believe in them, and follow them through. If there's things that they've asked you to do and you're not really comfortable, or you know what I mean, it's something like you feel like is a challenge, or they're attacking you. Maybe it's just a matter of just having that discussion, but also having enough confidence in yourself to know that, hey, I have a vision for where we're gonna go as a family, and I'm gonna take you on my back. I'm gonna carry the load, and you're gonna come with me, and I'm gonna make you better, in a sense. So that's kind of the mash up, the mush in the face you got to give people sometimes. And just to kind of close things out, I want to really just kind of explain what, in his own words, what he believed that Mamba mentality was. So he said is to be able to constantly try to be the best version of yourself. So when people are like, "Oh, Black Mamba, he's a killer, he's an assassin, he was, this and that," that may have that those results, whether it's game winning shots or dunks or blocks or just all these highlights, that was just his belief of what he can do on the court and how he can really manifest it into action, having the beliefs in himself. So I want to challenge you out there to think about what are the things in your marriage that you can really you can do, or you can contribute to make yourself the best version of yourself. What would the best version of yourself look like in your marriage? How would you show up? How would that impact how you speak to your kids? How would that impact how you speak to your neighbors, your community, and how you show up in your job, in your career, in your business, right? So it's not just a matter of I just want to do it to do it. You want to do it and excel in it, and to just be the best and compete against yourself, but also give yourself the credit too. I think that's one of the things, a lot of people, they don't give themselves credit, and it goes back into one of our old episodes about the expectations and agreements. If you have these expectations that you're supposed to be great versus agreeing with yourself or agreeing with your spouse on different things, then it becomes this half-hearted, well, you were just supposed to do that anyway. I expected you to do that, right? So as we close out, have the Mamba mentality, the best version, a mindset of being there for your spouse, being there for your kids, being there for your family, and really paying attention, having the focus, being attentive to the details, those little things that make the biggest difference sometimes. And the smiles, the tone of voice, whatever it may be, but do those things that are going to make that big difference to lift your team up. You lift your, as your family, as your business, you lift them up. You don't tear people down. You don't destroy them, and then hope that things get better. So hope this message resonated with you. We're going to close out at 8:24 on the dot exactly to honor him. So take care. God bless. Stay blessed.